A year ago, since then, when my father-in-law passed away, people are standing up, they were sending emails, they were coming to us, they were telling us how Yaakov has touched their lives in one way or another. So many people are so grateful for my father-in-law's impact on their lives. As Yaakov's daughter-in-law, I probably have the most to be grateful for. The most obvious thing that I have to thank Yaakov for is for bringing Danny into the world and raising him to be the wonderful person he is. And though that would be more than enough, Yaakov gave me so much more. When I met Danny, I was a lone olah, with no family in the country and very new to Jewish observance. Like many of you, I was a guest in Yaakov and Ruthie's home for a Shabbat meal. Another stranger welcomed into their home. With time, I became a bat bite, spending Shabbat in their home whenever Danny was home from the army. Though I technically grew up in the United States, a huge part of my spiritual growth and maturing happened in that home. The Fogelman home was a place of learning and questioning, as well as singing and meeting interesting people and just a lot of fun. As someone getting started in observance, it was an amazing place to be. Any question could be asked, and everything would be answered, often from several different points of view. My father-in-law taught me to think, to question, to look things up, and that nothing is simple. Just recently, I was part of an ongoing halachic conversation, really a friendly disagreement in the staff room at work. Though others were around, the conversation was primarily between me and an observant coworker who happens to be the niece of Rav Soloveitchik. I couldn't help thinking that my father-in-law would have great nachas from me during these conversations. My arguments were completely based on his teachings. Of course, had my father-in-law be there, he may have played devil's advocate and argued a completely different point. But I would know that he really agreed with me. Another thing that I'm grateful to my father-in-law and the whole family for is how they accepted, or rather embraced me and my family. We can't take for granted that a religious family will encourage their son to marry a fresh Baal Tshuva. As far as I know, the only thing that my father-in-law had to say about it was to caution Danny to try to determine that I wasn't just going through a phase, which obviously no one can ever know anyways. My family was immediately made to feel welcome and has never felt anything but comfortable in the presence of Yaakov and Ruthie. I quickly went from being a lone olah to being a part of a big, wonderful family, which thank God just keeps growing. Many of the customs in our home come from Yaakov. Though we don't live in a place where we can pick up strangers for Shabbos meals, we do get people calling us asking if we can host soldiers or students. We have seminary girls calling to ask to come for Shabbat. I learned very quickly in our marriage that we never say no. If someone needs a place for Shabbat, they are welcome in our home. The children give up their bedrooms to people they have never met. It's a tremendous lesson in giving, and there is no question where it came from. My father-in-law was not a particularly affectionate man, but I do know how much he appreciated me. On more than one occasion, he referred to me as a reward for the mitzvah of Hachnasat Orchim. He would then go on to say that Danny was my reward for learning Torah. I hope that I let Yaakov know somehow when he was alive that he was a huge part of that reward. I'm eternally grateful to my father-in-law, and I thank Hashem that he was part of my life.